Diaz Gunners Collective. Back at it? You already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Aw shit, another day. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye-ya. 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 Orale, as you can tell by that thumbnail, 398 of the motherfucking worst days of my life. That's it. Straight up 398 days of them. Oyo. The whole administrative segregation. Locked up, they won't let me out. Orale, in a menudo style of direct fashion. I done did my whole time, right? A lot of people that were incarcerated once upon a time did whole time. In fact, if you don't do time in the hole, or if you ain't never did time in the hole, I don't know what to tell you. You weren't doing something right, right? Everybody does a little bit of administrative segregation time, whole time. That's right off the tippy top. You can expect that. You got that coming. Okay, sometimes you got that really coming, and sometimes they just throw your ass up in there just based on. I've seen a lot of different individuals take it differently. The whole is designed to drive you crazy. It is designed to get you out of your element. It is designed to fuck you up like that in that fashion, right? But some people know how to do whole time. There's different ways of doing it. Some just become introverts. They stay into themselves. Some they do their own thing. They pick up a good book. They educate themselves. They work out. They know how to handle their business. Okay, and then there's some that like to bump baking soda breath on the door, sell soldiers, right? The whole doesn't make them that. They got that in them. Those type of individuals just have that in them. They like to worry about another man's business or to be worried about other strange men and other men more than they worry about themselves. Okay, I understand that. That's right off the top. We done seen that. We see that in society, in today's life, right? That's just self-soldiering. That's woofing. That's talking a whole lot of shit, homes, but not trying to do a whole lot of itch. You feel me? But for the most part, most of the people that are doing their time in the hole, they set themselves a foundation. They set themselves a rhythm, a pattern, a vibe, and they rock by that. Now, I done did 398 days in the hole straight. That ain't all I did. Oh, I've done shit. I got thousands of days in the oil, right? Thousands of days in the hole. But this was a 398 day shot. Probably one of the worst times that I ever had in my life. It was hard timing. It's it. Because I thought I was getting out of the hole, then they did the quick turnaround and I was right back in that motherfucker to start over again, right? I mean, it's just an ugly situation because you're counting days. You're looking forward to hitting that main line. Here's the cold situation about everything, gente. You're counting the days to get out of the hole, not counting the days to get out, right? Just to get back to a main line, just to get to some semblance of freedom, right? But really, what is it? It's just another fucking cell with another celly, smell pedals all day. You ain't got nada coming. Ba-da-ba-ba. How about that, right? But in a menudo style of direct fashion, we all strive for it. Shit, we all strive to get out of that hole because the hole is just a different type of animal. It was designed to break you. Okay, just like the shoes were designed to break you, not make you. Okay, you have Corcoran, the Gladiator days, very well-known shoe program. Okay, a lot of people that were incarcerated there, a lot of people that have done whole time there, done shoe time there, will tell you, man, it's a mental breakdown of such, right? It's meant to keep you segregated from everybody else, and there's a whole different mentality and a different get down while in the whole, it's a world inside of a world inside of itself. Okay, then you have Pelican Bay. Now that's a different type of monster. Where are your antennas when we're talking about that? Pelican Bay was designed to break the average man. You know, first and foremost, they set it way in the middle of fucking nowhere. The design, the capacity to hold so many hardened criminals. You're around that different type of element. The program according to whatever group you're with. I mean, everything is designed to break the average man. The placas that are set in place, you know, are pretty much fucking, I wouldn't want to say assholes, but I'll say it. Asshole, right? Just individual, everything, the whole makeup is designed to hurt you, right? To break you. So that way you don't want to get involved in anything else. And hopefully, Holmes, they can break you down all the way to the point where you fucking crumble and give them some type of information that's going to assist them in helping them help you. But really, Sasuke, they don't give a fuck about helping you. What they want to do, Holmes, is they just want to fucking get you broke down. Period. Like a 410 shotgun. Allegedly. And that's just what it is. Now, myself doing time in the hole was a little rough. It was a little rough. Now, most of these holes, they're all different. They're all different. But if you've ever did whole time, then you pretty much know the get down and what you got coming. which is right here. I'm about to give you knowledge you can't get in college. Nada. You ain't got shit coming. You're lucky if you can get a book besides a Bible. You're lucky if you can get some reading materials, maybe a small little fucking pen or pencil, some paper, just enough to keep your mind off of exactly what you got going on. But for the most part, Holmes, you're lucky if you even get that. You're giving the very bare minimum because that's all you have coming. See, the hole is designed to be jail inside of jail. Okay, a lot of people that go to the hole go for an extensive amount of time because they get caught up on the yarda doing frivolous activities, or because they had to do a pegada, or because they had to do a movida. There's some people that are in the hole by design. They want to be. They want to do their time away from everyone else for one reason or the other, because they're scared, or they're like, fuck that, Holmes, I'd rather do my time by myself. And they find themselves in the hole. Now, hole time isn't easy for the average man, but the average man can do it. Okay, if you have to do an extensive amount of hole time, there's a lot of deprivation, a lot of segregation, a lot of stuff that is designed to hurt your heart, right? It's designed to break you down. Your body, your physical well-being, everything you got going on gets broke down in the hole. Okay, now me doing 98 days in the hole, this was my program, okay, where I was at. I get up in the morning, time to fucking roll the mattress up, time to start programming. I get up early in the morning. First thing I did was I'd wash my face, brush my teeth, get ready for the day. I wanted to be wide awake because when you're in the hole, anything can happen. Doors can pop. There's a lot of fucking movement. I wanted to make sure that I was aware of everything that happened on the outside of that door, even though my domain was just right there. Thinking this is all I had coming. Boop, bada boop, bada boop, bada boop. That's it. That was me, right? Programming. But at the same time, there's a lot that's going on outside them doors, and I wanted to make sure I heard everything that was going on the tier, and I was up to par, because you never know when it could affect your everyday life. So, Sasuke, the best thing to do in prison, period, is stay up to awareness, right? Stay up with your awareness. So my program was like, get up in the morning, so I can brush my fucking teeth. Dientes had to be on point at all times. Watch out. Nice, right? They had to be on point, straight, clean. I didn't want muck mouth. I didn't want fucking culebra mouth, and I definitely didn't want meth mouth, right? So I'd keep my shit nice and tidy. You know what I mean? Now, at the end of the day, that is number one. Keeping your hygiene up to par when you're in the hole, because in the hole, you don't necessarily get the same hygiene products as you would on the main line. You don't necessarily get to keep yourself as clean. You don't know how clean you are. It's a fucking dank place. It fucks up your eyesight. You don't know exactly, how you smell to other people. So Sasuke, the best thing to do is to try to smell good to your fucking self. Because all you have is you at the end of the day, right? You're doing it on your own-some, and you're lonesome. So trip out. The way I would do is get up, brush my teeth, make sure my mattress was rolled tight as fuck. And then I'd get to busting down. I'd do me a little workout routine, whatever the case may be. It might not have been the best one that fucking particular day, depending on how my back felt when I woke up, right? But I definitely would bust down and get my motherfucking workout on. Again, taking care of my physical well-being, but also my mental state. If I had a set program, if I had something to do, my mind was off of the bullshit. My mind was off of how many more fucking days I had to do in this pinche oil, right? Sometimes all the days blended into one. And I'm going to get to that. Oh, I'm going to talk about holidays, this, right? We're going to get to that, though. But anyways, I would bust down. As soon as I was done busting down, I would take my bird bath. This is all pre-breakfast. Comida hadn't even came yet. About the time I was done bird bathing and cleaning my cell up, because you don't want to fucking be living in a lake. So you clean your cell up to the best of your ability, man, with whatever you have, set your towel, wash your fucking towel, clean your sink up. Hang your shit, man. Do what you got to do. You wait on breakfast. This is my program now. So I'm like an alcoholic. I can't call it, right? I don't know exactly what other people were going through. If they're there sleeping like fucking babosos, right? Waiting on breakfast, starving to death. But by the time that breakfast did come, I was pretty hungry, right? So they would give me my breakfast, but at the same time, they would give me a bag lunch. This is how I was able to survive. I didn't have a lot of cantina coming. I didn't have a lot of people taking care of me while I was in jail. Dispensa la tira. Hey, here's a news flash. My family is the type, hey, you did the crime, so you're going to do the time. Maybe around Christmas time, your birthday, we might fuck with you and send you a little paper. Or if you can knock a little bitch home, then you're on, right? But other than that, family wasn't just looking out for me on the daily. I didn't have it like that. I didn't have a lot of feria. So I had to make whatever I had last, right? Which I didn't have shit. So it lasted a lot, right? Anyway, so trip out. I would wait for breakfast. When breakfast came, usually a hard-boiled egg, a fucking couple pieces of bread, a peanut butter pack, maybe some malto meal or oatmeal, and if we're lucky, we got cornflakes and a milk, right? It just depends on what we had that day. I would eat my fucking cold foods, save my hot food in my sack lunch for later. I would eat my hot foods around lunchtime that were in my sack lunch and fucking on that tray, my hard-boiled egg and then 2 pieces of bread. That's what I'd eat. And then dinner time, you know what I mean? I'd smash that and I'd have that snack of lunch for later on. This was my routine every day. This is how I stood and I prevented from being a starving ass motherfucker on the tira. Because that's the last thing you want to be when you're in the hole starving. Because you'll start looking at that toothpaste like, so I'm about to get ultra bright, right? I'm about to be ultra brighted up right now. Orderly, I'm about to be crestfully full, right? Shit, I'm about to aqua fresh my way into some shit. Exactly, Holmes. Colgate never tasted so good. Motherfuckers be hungry. Okay, starving, going through certain situations. That's part of the oil. That's part of the mental capacity and the mental breakdown that they're going to do to you. They're going to starve you into an existence, a lonely existence, right? So anyways, it's up to you to have the willpower, the fortitude to set your own program up. It's all a mind manipulation. At the end of the day, it's the same amount of food. Ain't nothing different. You're not getting more than the next man. It's just how you have the willpower to fucking, you know what I mean? To not just fucking smash it all. So there's been days like this, raindrops would fall, and fucking food would fall too. It'd fall right into my stomach, and then I was hungry for fucking 2 days straight. Anyways, I'd set my program, my foundation down. That's a fact, right? Now, after that, what I would do was I would have a lot of time on my hands in between whatever fucking we had going on the tira at that particular time, right? Whether I was active or non-active at this time in the oil is irrelevant, man. It was always the same type of program, man. I always programmed my own shit, right? So now what I would do is I would settle down for a history lesson. It was school time at the sklecha, right? Schooling. And I was my own maestro. So what I would do is I would take some cultura, some history, something that was going to be beneficial to me later on in life or even right then and there. And I would school my brain, school my mind for 2 reasons. One, to educate myself. You're never too fucking bold and old for education. And also number 2, right? To stay up to par on my reading skill, my writing skill. At this, I had to be up to par. For me, you know, I'm a grown man. I'm going to need that shit when I get out. So how am I going to look like a baboso? I can't read. You know what I mean? Not that you're a baboso if you can, but to me, that's how I felt, right? At that particular time. In that juncture in life. That's it. See, I'm smart a little bit. Anyways, look, watch out. So I'd fucking read a little bit, educate myself, write letters to the family, write letters to the homeboys, to which I never got a letter back. You know what I mean? Trip out. You guys want to hear the story? I got 2 letters my whole time incarcerated by homeboys. 2. One of them, I'll never forget him. I tell him every time we talk on the phone, man, he's a family man. This was a homeboy I grew up with since he was little. He's raised his beautiful daughters, man. I call them my nieces. He's raised them to be college athletes. Just a great fucking vato right now. I know he's watching it like, that's me right there. I did that. Yeah, you did that, homie. He was the only one that ever wrote me, sent me a little picture of him and his family in Disneyland and 10 bolas. I didn't know how to act, man. That was an act of kindness. To this day, I'll never, ever, ever forget. That meant more to me than $1 million because he did that, right? Where no other homeboys would. The only other letter I got from a homeboy was the one, hey, chip out, hey, your ex, is it all right if I marry her? You know what I mean? I'm trying to be with her now, so I'm trying to see what that be like. Go ahead, ponle, you can have that. The shit's all wangala anyways. I already tore that up, you know what I mean, for years straight. So go ahead, you can have that. Hey, it ain't no fun if the homies can't have it. You can have my leftovers. Go ahead. Just get meatloaf. Handle it. You know what I mean? Put ketchup because the shit gets dry. Now watch out. Those were the only letters I got from homeboys. One homeboy asking me if he could fucking eat my old lady's pussy. The other one fucking asking, you know what I mean, for nothing but love. And he got that. And that's it. So there's a lot of individuals that are sitting right now like, damn, hey, my homeboys are different. They got me, homes. They ain't gonna go out like that. They're gonna turn their back on me. Oh yeah, well we'll see. You know, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking. But at the same time, I can only tell you what's happened to me in real life. And that's how it went down. There wasn't no fucking homeboys sending me hella feria, hit licks, making it happen for me. There was homeboys fucking that were not crickets. You know what I mean? That's all I heard. The whistle. I whistled while I worked. But anyways, I would still write letters out expressing my fucking whatever to the homeboys, expressing my whatever to my family. And just try to stay in the loop, hoping that every once in a while I would get a letter. When you're doing whole time, mail is key. Mail is key, man. You try to remember every fucking address you can. Your little red book. Write everything down, because these are the only people that are going to keep you sane, that are going to keep you from thinking that everybody forgot about you. Because there's going to be a point in time where you're sitting down in that oil on your rack like, fuck, bro, no one even knows I'm here. They can keep my ass here forever. They start stripping your mind out, right? You're like, damn, bro, no one knows. No one knows what I'm going through. I'm so alone. Yeah, you're so alone, but also, right? You should have thought about that when you did them 2 pegadas on the yarda, right? Of course, you have to do what you have to do. Prison is prison, and you have to step up and handle your business. But at the same time, when you're all alone in that oil, only you know what you're going through. And it's a sorry situation. I did it for 398 fucking days straight. Believe me, I was like, dude. Sad than a motherfucker, right? But it was what it was. That was part of my prison journey. That was part of prison life. Everybody was going through it. Now, there was people that would go crazy. You would hear J-Cats out of the blue, man. Vato's being quiet for the last 2 months, and all of a sudden he starts woofing on his fucking neighbor, banging on doors, lights flickering, people fucking suiting cops up, popping waters. There's fucking flooding the tier. There was just a lot of different things that you see in the whole, and it's the mental breakdown of a person. And that's what it's designed to do. Like I said, it's designed to break you down. And when it happens, they punish you for that. See, the whole, you're getting punished for being there instead of the punishment being there, and a lot of people don't get that. Once you have an understanding, once you become a fucking adult, and you start to think and understand that you put yourself in that situation, for the most part, there are authors that get drug in there for nothing, right? But you put yourself in that situation, then you have to learn as a man to deal with the whole. Okay, it's part of prison life. It's part of the DNA of prison. Pensa en la tira, it's just part of something that happens. There's a lot of people, it doesn't break them or make them. They go in there, they do their fucking time, they get back out to the linea, and hey, on we go. It's like, I only got 99 more years. Let's do this, right? Then there are some that go in there 2 months later. We're not gonna take it. Oh, you're gonna take it, bitch. Oh, you're gonna take it, Twisted Sister, right? You're gonna take that shit. You have no choice but to deal with the ramifications to the cards you've been dealt. Period. Anyways, so I've seen people in the whole get rid of themselves. You know how that goes. I've seen people, find for no other reason ways to manipulate people into hurting themselves, bullying tactics. I've seen everything you could think of. At the same time, the main thing to do while you're in the hole, or if you've ever did a whole time, you know what I'm talking about. Just mind your own before your own reminds you, man. Do your own program, set you a nice program, and get it on. Because that's all you have coming, man. There's plenty of time to reflect and to think back on every mistake you made in life. But why think about the past, homes, and mistakes you made when you need to reflect on the future and things that could prevent you from making them same mistakes again? So that's just the knowledge you can't gain. Call it some game. I'm just giving you some of that old school game. My whiskers are on gray today. Bang, bang. Anyways, with that being said, that's just a get down. I've done a lot of time in the hole, man. A lot of people also have. I'm not going to say I've done any more or any less than anyone, but I did my fair share, and I don't intend to go back. Fuck that, right? Say it with your chest, Wes. I know he did it with everything in his asshole hoop, right? And that's just the program. Anyways, with that being said, gente, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Take a second look. Take a second breath. Smooth it out, homes, and think about things before you do them, Well, do you really want to be sitting down incarcerated doing a whole lot of whole time? Because eventually that's where your ass is going to end up. You don't want to do that. Nobody does, man. Like I say, they starve you into a lowly existence, homes. They mind fuck you into an existence. You mind fuck yourself. It's just the way it is. So there's a whole lot of going on, right? It just ain't righteous. So think before you do things, man. Stay out here and get it for your familia. They're the ones that really need you. To all the gente that are going through the struggle right now, I righteously send my respects, man. I understand what you're going through. I've been there and I've done that. And I ain't trying to do that or be there anymore. Bang, bang. With that being said, go out there and get it, gente. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe with a thumbs up one time. I fuck with you. You fuck with me? I appreciate you, man. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in. And that's the betterment of all people, the coming together of all people. All people, man. It doesn't matter, what you think, and it doesn't matter how you feel or what you think about me, whether you like me or you don't, man. I'm for the benefit of all people. Gracias. This is the gun. Bang, bang. And in that fashion, they hate me because they ain't me.